Antigua Workers Union, AWU, calls for the retraction of letters of termination issued to more than 20 employees at LIATS Cargo Department. In a press briefing held on Tuesday, General Secretary Senator David Messiah and Senior Industrial Relations Officer Clarence Crump laid out the union's position on the matter and calls for further dialogue with LIAT management before any drastic action is taken. With the details, here's Elisa Graham.
General Secretary of the Antigua Workers Union, Senator David Messiah, says the union was shocked by media reports regarding the termination of the LIAT employees. He says since the regional meeting held on January 30, the company has refused to sit with the union to discuss a comprehensive way forward for the employees of the company and the reasons for any proposed redundancies.
We are quite surprised that, the company, because discussions have been ongoing, we were quite surprised that management wrote a letter on the 4th of April. The union received it on the 5th of April, indicating the termination of the said employees that have now ended up in the newspaper. In that letter that the company has written, is indicating, which they have copied to the Labor Minister, they also to the Labor Commissioner and the Financial Controller, that the union failed to respond to a proposed agreement in submitting our positions that we want. And I want the opportunity to say now that that is a total deception by the company.
The employees received termination letters last week informing them that their services would be made redundant as of April 15. Messiah says that LIAT continues to place the livelihoods of ground staff on the line while management positions are kept.
We think that what they're doing, it is seeking to just target the lower paid people within the company. One of the things that is basically serious to us within this whole scheme of things is that management is always willing to go out and say workers must go. The workers must go. When we look back at what happened in the creation of CAS, that they're seeking to outsource the process with, because the jobs still exist. The jobs of these people that you're seeking to outsource still exist. So let us sit down and organize exactly where we want to go on this particular matter, how we're going to arrive at that stage.
He says the union is of the view that the letters to the employees are premature. The Workers' Union wants shareholder governments to be more proactive and meet with the unions again to discuss the airline's actions.
And when you look at it, the closure and the outsourcing of the cargo and the quick pack is not going to be done throughout the system. It's not going to be done throughout the system. It is going to be done in selective areas. And Antigua is going to be hardest hit because we are the largest number of employees within that department. And just to indicate that there are 3 persons, because above some of the people that will be retained by management are also the management structure itself. Within the management structure, some of them. This is what we understand. And so the discussions, as far as we're concerned, is at a premature end by these the LIAT management, and we are asking them now to retract that letter, those letters, and continue the discussions so we can come to a mutual understanding.
Messiah says as the base for the company, Antigua and Barbuda's economy will be more directly affected by the terminations. The cargo and quick pack department has been outsourced to the Barbados-based Caribbean Airport Services. Meanwhile, the director of cargo and quick pack, Wilbur Edwards, said in a media release that the outsourcing of cargo and quick pack operations was a direct response to a challenging economic environment and escalating costs. Edwards says that Caribbean Airport Services, CAS, will now provide handling services for cargo in Antigua. He pointed out that CAS, owned by LIAT, already provides passenger ground handling services in Antigua. However, union representatives maintain that should LIAT refuse to retract the termination letters, further action would be taken. For ABS News, Elisa Graham reporting.